What am I up to now? I am going to try some Walmart brand, which is great value, sweet potato fries. A lot of times when I try to order them online, they are already sold out. And they finally came in stock. So, of course, I've got my dipping sauce ready. Got my oil ready. My fry daddy is already heating up. Oh boy, let me look at that smoke. Look at that smoke. Let me hurry and get my grease poured in there. Hang on. Woo, I didn't know it had already gotten that hot. But anyway, so I got my grease poured. And, now I'm just going to let it sit. I like for my grease to get really hot. So I'm just going to let it sit and heat up for maybe 5 minutes. Just so it can get really hot. Because let me tell you go pouring French fries, whatever kind of fries, any kind of potatoes like that, into cold grease, let me tell you, you're going to have some nasty tasting, soggy potatoes. And I like mine crispy as possible. So, just wait here for about 5 minutes and let the grease heat up. In the meantime, I always get my plate and I place a paper towel over it when I'm cooking potatoes, because once the potatoes are done, I place them onto a paper towel and let them, as much grease as possible, drain. Now, some people may have one of those mesh baskets that they could easily place down into the grease and put the fries in them, and then once they're done, then just place them up on the side. But I don't have one of those, so I'm just going to use a paper towel to let them drain on. Okay, so while the grease is heating up, I've already got my plate and paper towels ready, and I got my little dipping sauce, and I'm going to go ahead and add some ranch dip to it. That way, once the potatoes are done, I will be ready to go and taste them and see what they look like. Yeah, and see what they taste like. So one of the things I do to test the grease before I pour a bunch of fries, I take one fry and dip it. When I hear that sizzle, I know it's ready for more. So, look at that big long sweet potato fry. I'm going to put a few on in there. Hear that? You gotta get the grease hot. But be careful. One of the things I do also is if I know the grease is going to splash, I place a paper towel over top. This is just what I do. Drop it on the other side. That protects me. And if the grease splashes up, it keeps me protected and does not splash on me. Not to mention it helps prevent a mess. So, if you want to try that, then I would recommend that. So, how many more fries do I want? Okay, a couple more. So, let's get them going. I'm actually going to move them around a little bit, because when you place them in there, they do tend to stick together. So, I am just moving them around to keep them from sticking together. Ooh, that sizzle sounds good. Okay, so I just took a Ziploc bag, a freezer Ziploc bag, and just placed the potatoes, sweet potato fries in the bag, put in the freezer. That way it keeps them well preserved. So while these are cooking, a little story. I actually tried some sweet potato fries recently, and a couple of different brands, including Ore-Ida. And let me tell you, no matter what I did, they just came out soggy, and they just did not taste good, and I could not eat them. So, look at there, they're nice and golden brown. So they are ready. Look, it only took literally about 3 minutes for these to get done. I might cook them, let them sit in there for another minute, because the grease is still boiling, even though I've unplugged it. It's still going. But I can't remember the other brand that I tried, but I know that one was Ore-Ida, sweet potato fries. And I tried 2 different kinds of grease to cook them in. I made sure I got the grease really hot. No matter what I did, they came out, they were just floppy. and they were just soggy no matter what I did, and they were just nasty. And as a matter of fact, I just could not eat them. And look at this. So far, they don't look like they are soggy. So it looks like they're time to take them out and place them onto the paper towel. Let them drain. Now, let's add a little bit of salt. Let me just sprinkle a little bit of salt. And if you like spicy, then I recommend maybe some turmeric or some cayenne pepper. I think I'm going to put a little bit of cayenne pepper on them too. But just a drizzle. I have to be really careful about how much is drizzled on there. So, come on, come on. I think that was more than a drizzle. But anyway, you get the idea. So, look, they're not flopping. They look like they're still crisp. Unlike other potatoes I have tried, or sweet potato fries rather. So, as y'all know, I like my coffee hot. I like my food hot too. So let's try. Dip it a little bit. And I know this is going to get my mouth hot because it's still hot, but let's give it a shot. Let me tell you, these things are delicious. Oh my gosh, they're not even greasy or soggy. Oh my goodness. This is Walmart brand. And you know, the funny thing is, when I bought these, because they stay out of stock all the time, I said, there's got to be a reason. So I bought 3 bags. I'm so glad that I did. I hope y'all understood that. I just had my mouth full. That cayenne pepper on it gives it just the right amount of kick. My cat's wondering what I'm doing. Okay, cat, I don't share sweet potato fries. You know, I don't share coffee. Alright, let me get back to my eating. So, what I recommend, the Great Value sweet potato fries, you bet your butt I do. So go out and get some. Let me get back to my enjoyment here.